Hello Pokemon players and welcome to this episode of League Des Moines. My name is Justin and today is Frugal Friday. We're going to be looking at a deck here that doesn't require any of the high dollar cards such as Shaymin EX and Tapu Lele GX. The deck we're going to be looking at today is Passimian and Mew. So this deck here only runs these two cards. We have the Mew from Fates Collide. We're going to be using it for its ability, the Memories of Dawn. This Pokemon can use the attacks of any of your basic Pokemon in play. He does have a free retreat cost, but a very low HP, but he's going to pair very well with Passimian from the Sun and Moon set. We're going to be using Passimian here for his team play attack. This attack does 30 more damage for each of your bench Passimians. So the goal here is to be attacking with Mew, have 4 Passimians on the bench to be doing that 130 damage. And then using the Choice Band there to attack those GXs and EXs to hit up to 160. The trainer line for this deck is quite extensive, 48 different trainers inside this deck here. We got the 2 revives, because the point there is we want to keep the Passimians and the Mews on the bench, keep our bench full at all times. Field Blower, very unique new card, gets rid of either any combination of Pokemon tools, stadiums, up to 2 of those there. Town Map, we want to know right away if any Mews or Passimians are in our in our prize cards there. Repeat Ball, again the point of this deck is to keep Passimians on the bench there, so Repeat Ball is a great card for that. We do run 4 VS Seekers, 2 Energy Lotos. We really want to make sure we have a DCE in hand at all times, so that's going to help us manage that. Special Charge, get those DCEs back into our deck there when they hit our discard pile. Nest Ball, we're running a deck full of basic Pokemon, so why not run 4 of those, keep our bench full of those basic Pokemon. Trainers Mail, with this many trainer cards in our deck, it is nice to be able to have a little bit of choice there of which ones we want to play, so Trainers Mail is going to help with that. Puzzle Time, another way to get those DCEs back into our hand. Professor Sycamore, Lysandre, Shauna, Brigette again helps us keep that bench full of those Passimians and Mews. And Choice Band. Choice Band is going to be a staple in this deck. We do want to do that extra 30 damage to those Pokemon GXs and Pokemon EXs to make sure we have that 2-turn knockout on almost all of them there. Alright, so now that we've seen the breakdown of the deck, or how it's supposed to look there, let's see if we can play a couple games here. We're going to play it in the standard format because the deck was built for standard. Let's see if we can't find a match here really quick. Alright, Team Sheep is our opponent today. Psychic, Fire, and Colorless in his deck. I always use heads, don't know why. Guess I'm an optimist that way. Yes, we want to go first. Let's see what we get here. Alright, so no Pokemon, all of our N's stacked right in a row there. Okay. So he's going to get a mulligan on us. He'll be able to draw 1 extra card as soon as we have all of our prize cards set out there. The ideal start for us is we get to start with a Mew up front and a couple Passimians there and a chance to get some more onto the bench and hopefully another Mew. It's nice to be able to use those free retreats to kind of switch back and forth, get the correct Pokemon up there, get Passimian up there if we're fighting somebody weak against fighting, keep Mew up there in most other cases, so we do that extra damage. Alright, so we did get a Mew, so we are going to start with that Mew. Our opponent here will get to take his mulligan cards if he so chooses. Again, mulligans aren't required to take, but I don't know of any people that would ever turn one down. We did get a Brigette. We're going to go ahead and play that Brigette there. We're going to find 3 Passimians. Go ahead and get them onto the bench there. That way our Mew can start doing some damage next turn. Or if he gets knocked out, we'll be able to bring up one of those Passimians to start doing damage with them. Let's get an Acro Bike here, see what we can find here. We do find a Trainers Mail and a Choice Band. We have a couple Choice Bands already in our hand. So the play there is going to be grab that Trainers Mail. Let's go ahead and play that Trainers Mail, see if we can set something up for next turn. We do have an N. We'll go ahead and grab that so we can be ready for what comes next turn. Now with 50 HP, I really don't want to play the Energy Loto to get the DCE on him quite yet, just because if he does get knocked out, we don't want to start searching for those DCEs on our first turn being able to attack there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end my turn here and see what our opponent Team Sheep can do, assuming we're going to see Espeon GX come out this turn. That Energy Evolution on Eevee lets him evolve first turn if he attaches a Psychic Energy. He's also going to play Brigette, so it's going to fill his bench up as well. But the Energy Evolution, when you attach a basic energy from your hand to this Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for a Pokemon that evolves from that Pokemon that is the same type of energy that you just attached. So again, as soon as he attaches either, this deck is running Fire and Psychic, so a Fire or Psychic energy will be able to evolve either into Flareon or Espeon GX, depending on which one he is playing. Alright, Float Stone down to Eevee. Usually we see those Float Stones hit those Trebuchets, because usually they're going to try to turn off the abilities. And turning off the abilities in this deck is painful, because we are trying to use that Memory to Dawn attack. Without being able to use Memory to Dawn, Passimian turns into our main attacker. If Passimian is our main attacker, we can only ever have 3 of them on the bench, because we have to have 1 as our active. Alright, so he was unable to get any of the EXs or GXs down, or no energy onto the board quite yet, so not quite sure what he's playing yet. So I don't know if we're going to be seeing the Trashalanche Garbodor, or if we're going to be seeing the ability turner off for one. I can't remember the name at the moment in time. Alright, let's go ahead and grab I'm going to go ahead and grab I'm going to grab Mew. Just because as of right now, he doesn't have anything that's going to require the 4 Passimians on the bench. I'm sure he will next turn. Alright. We're going to go ahead and get rid of a couple of his tool cards he has attached here, just in case we don't get anything off of this Energy Loto and the end that we're going to play here in a second. Alright, and Energy Loto. Let's find the DC. Okay, we got one. Now, going to go ahead and attach that to Mew, and then we are going to end. I'm kind of worried about ending here just because it didn't seem like our opponent played very much that turn. But we're gonna hope for the best there. We did get a Nest Ball. It's gonna let us find our last Passimian here, and it's kind of nice. We have all 4 Passimian. None of them were in our prize cards for this game, so that is always helpful. All right, we did get our Revive just in case Mew would get knocked out. We have a Vera Seeker, so let's go ahead and team play. 130 damage. Alright, take our first prize card here. We got a Special Charge. That'll be nice if Mew gets knocked out. We'll be able to put that DCE right back into our deck there. We do have another Mew in hand. Energy Evolution. Here comes the dreaded Espeon GX here. We saw him attach that Psychic Energy. Espeon GX, Psybeam attack, 30 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Psychic, this attack does 30 more damage times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. We are a Psychic Pokemon, so we are going to go down this turn. He's going to hit us for weakness no matter what attack he chooses to use. And he is going to divide GX. It's a very nice attack. He's going to put 50 on both Mews there, knock out both Mews. But that is his GX attack for the turn, or for the game. We're going to see what we can do here. It's going to take a little bit to recover here, because our Passimians are weak against that Espeon GX, but we're going to bring up a Passimian. And I actually meant to bring up the other one. I didn't realize it moved over, but that's okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and put Mew down onto our bench. We'll go ahead and revive, get our second Mew back here. Go ahead and attach here. Now I actually may Lysandre. I know that sounds weird, but I'm more hopeful that he'll knock out Passimian so we can actually bring up a Mew and start hitting that Espeon GX for its weakness there. Okay, I'm going to go into Special Charge. We want to make sure we get that double colors back into our deck, so we do have a chance of drawing it again. Let's go in Town Map here. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, so no DCEs in our discard, or in our prize cards, rather. I do have a couple Sycamores, which is going to hurt. Okay, let's go ahead and Lysandre up that Trashalanche. And we will team play. And we're going to hope that Trashalanche can't retreat. He is going to be able to hit us for our weakness. But the hope is here that we'll get a... So, 516, 90 is 100. We can go ahead and knock out Espeon GX. Okay, so we're going to bring back Lysandre. Alright, we'll Lysandre up that Espeon GX. And we will team play. And we're going to grab a Sycamore and an Acro Bike there. Alright, so we are going to have 2 DCEs in our discard pile now. Because he is going to knock out this Mew EX, but we expected that, so that's okay. Alright, he's going to Ultra Ball. Maybe find another Eevee so he can start powering up another. Nope, he's going to stick with his Trashalanche Troubushes there. Or Trashalanche Garbodors there. Or he may be starting to search for that one to turn off abilities there. Because again, as soon as we get rid of that Memory to Dawn ability, our deck is not going to be quite as powerful because we aren't able to attack with Mew. Let's see here. Trashalanche is going to be doing a lot of damage because I am playing item cards like crazy. This deck unfortunately does require them to be played. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring up a Mew. Alright, we will Acro Bike. I don't really want to discard those choice, or the... Oops, I did that backwards anyways. Okay. We'll grab Revive here. Alright, let's bring back... 30, 60, 90 is 100. So we need a Passimian onto the bench. Might as well attach Choice Band, because we know that Mew is going to be knocked out here. Let's go ahead and Sycamore, 7 new cards. Okay. And we will team play here. Alright, now he's going to have a constant supply of Garbodor, so I don't see a lot of future for our game this time around, but that's okay. We'll see what we can do anyways. Altar of the Moon. This retreat cost of all Psychic and Dark Pokemon is 2 less to have any energy attached. Okay, so we turned off our abilities. I do have 2 DCEs in the discard pile. Alright, so we most definitely need a special charge because we're going to have to get these 2 back in because I'm going to have to retreat Mew because he can't stay in our active spot and try to attack those cards. So let's attach down here to Passimian. Anything in our hand? we put Shauna in our discard pile yet? No. Okay, well I think our best play is going to be via Seeker for the Lysandre. Lysandre up to Garbodor. Retreat Mew, bring up Passimian. 30, 60, 90 is 100. He only has 100. That'll give us our ability to attack with Mew again. Okay, so let's see. We are going to retreat for Passimian. Go ahead and VS Seeker our Lysandre. We're going to Lysandre up. That Garbotoxin Garbodor. It's a pain for this deck, so 30, 60, 90 should be 100 damage if I added right. I want to keep everything else in my hand. Yes. Oh, I guess our Shauna's right there, so I should have known that we didn't have it in our hand. We will go ahead and grab her. I don't think we're going to be using her. Most likely going to be using Sycamore next turn, depending if he ends us or not. Very good chance we will be end. Do we have both? Okay, well, he just gave up the game, so that's helpful. Alright, I think I would have brought up Tapu Lele instead, because he knows I can't one-hit Tapu Lele. He could have sat there for a couple turns, done enough damage to both to Mews there to knock them out, and would have done quite a bit of damage to Passimian, but alright. So there's one match down with Passimian. Let's play another one here, see if I can get through a game without misplaying. That would be nice. Alright, searching for our next opponent here. Alright, we did find our next opponent here. He's calling the coin flip. I'm not going to try to say his name. That's what we're going to say there. Alright, no basic Pokemon in my hand, so he is going to get to take a mulligan there. Oh, no he's not, because he did not have any either. Alright, we are seeing a fire deck there. Alright. Make a fire Pokemon. Dragon? I don't know what he's playing. Alright. I didn't pay enough attention at the very beginning to see what the types were in the deck there. I almost kind of wish it wouldn't show you what kind of deck you're playing against. It's kind of metagaming there, and I don't really enjoy it. I like being surprised, but I know a lot of people do like it. It gives them a chance to see if they're actually going to play through the game or not. Alright, Hydreigon EX. Don't know if I've seen a deck with him for a very, very long time, so pretty full art Sycamore there. Got another Hydreigon EX there on the bench. Alright. As of right now, our hand is not looking healthy, but hopefully with those two Trainers Mails there, we'll be able to get something good here and start moving. Alright, he's going to play a Puzzle of Time, it looks like. Just one of those, just to reorder the top of his deck there to suit his needs. Alright, we do have a Choice Band. We're going to go ahead and attach that. We're going to want to start attacking as soon as possible here. Let's see what we can get here. Well, that Enhanced Hammer is actually going to help us out a little bit. We get rid of that double dragon energy that's sitting there on his bench. We're gonna take that for sure. We're gonna do another Trainers Mail. We need a supporter. Those are not supporters. Okay, we'll take a Nest Ball. We're gonna go ahead and Enhanced Hammer. We're going to Nest Ball. We'll go ahead and Town Map, see what what our downfalls are here. We do have a DCE in there, that always hurts. Everything else is recoverable, so that's okay. Alright, I'm going to actually use Mew's attack here. It's called Encounter. It lets me search for a Pokemon and put it in my hand, because we need to get something going here. It'd be one of those times it'd be nice to be playing Tapu Lele or our Shaman, but this is a Frugal Friday deck, so it's not going to run any of those high dollar EXs or GXs. Most expensive card in this deck, I believe, is going to be our VS Seekers, which seem to be ebbing and flowing a lot. Last time I saw, they were down to like $5, and I've seen them go all the way up to 11, 12. So this kind of depends on how close we are to a big tournament. Essentially, is when we're going to see the more expensive on the trainer cards there. He's going to Puzzle of Time again here, rearrange the top of his deck to suit his needs. We do have an end, so he's not going to be really able to use what he just put on top there. We're going to put down Passimian. We're going to Nest Ball before we Acro Bike. Alright, let's find another Passimian. We're going to Acro Bike. We either take a Puzzle of Time or a Puzzle of Time, so I guess we take a Puzzle of Time. Alright, I don't really want to end those away, because it will be nice to be able to get those Enhanced Hammers back later, or Sycamore. Don't want to play those yet is what I'm saying here. We're probably going to end those away so we don't have to have them played already. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach to Passimian. Go on. And we're going to end. This will shuffle up my opponent's deck. You remember he played that Puzzle of Time last time, so now those 3 cards he put on top have been shuffled away. Let's see here. We're going to Nest Ball again. Well, he didn't want to face those quad Passimians apparently. That's okay. So we'll play another game here and see if we can actually get a full game. Alright, third game here. See if we can get a full game in. I lost a coin flip, so we'll see who's going to go first here. Opponent has decided to go first. It's pretty much the case with this meta. You pretty much want to go first. Hello, thank you. I am going to put down another Mew when it lets us. Just because of low HP, I don't want to get Lottie OCX. So I guess we're in standard, but we'll put them down anyways. Trubbish, so most likely we're going to be seeing the Trashalanche Trubbish, but we could also be seeing the Garbotoxin ability. As we saw in the last game, Garbotoxin really hurts this deck. Slows us down a lot as we aren't able to use our Mew like we're supposed to be able to, and pretty much a mirror of what we played last time. Espeon GX, Trubbish, and I'm okay with that actually. I am glad we put that other Mew down. Another Mew and a Passimian. So let's see here. Can we get enough? There's one Passimian. That's a Nest Ball. Another Passimian. Can we? Trainers Mail. I guess Acro Bike. Another Acro Bike. There's a Nest Ball, which is going to help us out a lot because Espeon's weakness is Psychic. Mew is Psychic. Alright, Nest Ball. Let's see. We only have 3 Passimians. That means we have 1 in our prizes there. We're going to attach this to him. And we will go ahead and team play for the 200 damage. Just enough to knock out that Espeon GX there. Take a couple prize cards and he's going to concede. Okay. I'd really like to get a game going. That'd be great. But everyone keeps conceding. Yes, we'll go first. I missed what the typing of his deck was, but judging by the lightning coin and the lightning deck box, I'm gonna assume we're gonna see some lightning. Oops, go Passimian. Alright, we will get a chance to draw one extra card here, so let's see. Vikavolt would be my assumption at this moment in time, but who knows? Yes, we'll take an extra card. We like free cards. Free cards are great. And yeah, we'll start with him on the bench. Why not? Ooh, starting with the Tapu Lele. Okay. Let's nest ball here. Let's start getting some Passimians down here on the bench. Let us Acro Bike. Yeah, we'll take that Town Map. It's nice to see what we have down there. Let's go and play that. Alright, so one Passimian down there. Energy Loto's kind of painful, but everything else is recoverable. Okay, what are we looking for? We need some more Pokemon on our bench. So I guess we take Choice Band. And we'll go ahead and attach that. And we are going to end. Alright, let's see. I do have the DCE in hand. I don't like attaching on my first turn just because these Pokemon do have low HP. And chances of them being knocked out first turn are pretty good. But you only live once, so let's attach it here. And we will say done. Okay. Opponent's going to go there. Does have Tapu Lele. Does have that energy drive attack. We've actually seen it do quite a bit of attacking. Surprising there. 20 times the number of energy attached to the opponents and your Pokemon or your active Pokemon. So can start doing damage really fast there. Lily being used on the first turn lets him draw up to 8 cards into their, or draw to 8 cards in their hand, not up to. Draw 8 cards. So he has quite the hand to work with there. Did put out the very long stadium name. The conservation area there. Basic grass and lightning type Pokemon take 30 less damage from your opponent's attacks. So come on, let's nullify my Choice Band against GXs. One thing we do have going for us is Passimian is fighting type, so if we can get another Passimian, or 2 more Passimians rather, and I think one of them's in our... Do we have one in here? Yeah, we do have one in there. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to put down another Mew. As of right now, nothing in my hand is helpful. So do I Sycamore or do I Shauna? Alright, we are going to Shauna. I don't want to get rid of that Special Charge. I don't want to get rid of that Puzzle of Time. That Lysandre would have been nice to hit the bench, but that's okay. Repeat Ball. Gonna find our 3rd Passimian there. We will Trainers Mail. Actually gonna grab this Revive because chances of our Passimian being knocked out next turn. Alright. We will team play for just 100. Don't have another Passimian on the bench there, so, and Passimian being the attacker, that's okay. Alright, he is going to Ultra Ball. Now this supply after, yes, okay. Alright, we need to get rid of that Jolteon. We don't want him to stop our basic Pokemon from attacking. That thing's got to go fast. Alright, so let's go ahead and attach this down here. We are going to attach that. What's in here? Trainers Mail, we need a Lysandre. There it is. Okay. Okay, so we can do 30, 60, 70, 140, 200 minus Aether. We should be able to do enough to knock out that Jolteon EX down there. Let's get rid of that card, because that card is scary. Team play. This will give us a chance to get our Passimian out of here. Save him. He needs to be saved. And we will also take a Revive for now. Alright, he's going to bring back up that top relay. Good choice there, since it does have that float stone there. It gives him an option to change out to something else if he chooses. He is going to end us out. We kind of expected that. We're going to end down to 4. If we can find another VS Seeker up, he's going to forfeit this game. Alright guys, well, we tried multiple times, but we didn't get it there. But we do get all the way through the Versus Rewards Level 1 to get our Zygarde EX. Thank you guys so much for watching this Frugal Friday video. We will see you on Monday, hopefully, for Meta Monday. We'll be playing one of our meta decks there, either standard or expanded. Haven't quite decided yet. But thank you guys so much for watching League Des Moines, and we will see you next time.